What's up, tribe? Hey, y'all. Hey, welcome to Nephtara Grace. If you're new, welcome in. If you've been here before, welcome back. So, oh my goodness, it's a gorgeous day out here. I started off a little overcast, but now, honestly, now that I'm out here, the sun is coming out. I've been harvesting some Queen Anne's lace. Let me show you guys my pretty babies. My pretty babies. They're so pretty. There's so much more to get. And for those of you who don't know, see if I can show you. There is a little pink flower right in the middle that identifies it as wild carrot or Queen Anne's lace. Okay, there are lookalikes, so be careful, please. If you're foraging or wild harvesting yourself, there's one. It's got a darker flower in the middle. But I use the seeds and the flowers to make a tincture and a tea. It's really great for women, if you know, you know, especially in this political climate, y'all. Okay. But it also has great properties for your digestive system, your cardiovascular system. It's a diuretic, and it helps increase circulation. For those of you who are using castor oil for any reason, whether it's for your hair or for your body, castor oil moves things out into your lymph system, and your lymph system doesn't move until you move. Okay, so when you're using castor oil, you also want to have an active lifestyle so you can actually experience the benefits. Because what will happen is you'll use your castor oil and it'll get things going, but it'll kind of stick in your lymph system and then clog up your liver. Queen Anne's lace gets things up and out, moves things up and out. So if you're using castor oil, Queen Anne's lace is a great herb or companion herb for that natural treatment. All right. For those of you who didn't know, yes, I'm also an apothecary because, hey, we're bringing the old ways back, right? Gang, gang, gang. All right, a couple of things before we get started with the cards. So, my guide, listen, somebody offended my spirit guides recently. I briefly mentioned it the other day. Whether they meant to or not, it doesn't matter, okay? My spirit guides got offended and they have been riding ever since. So, the songs today were Another One Bites the Dust, Born to Be Wild, okay? And they wanted me to put this out there. Just because you ignore the truth doesn't make the truth go away. And I think we're living in a time where it's fairly popular for people to ignore the truth. Make sure because I got so much Queen Anne's lace, y'all. I've got like a bag of it too. And I'm still not done harvesting, but I wanted to pause and do this video. Let me just make sure my bag isn't blowing away. Okay. There's honeysuckle too. Oh my gosh. I'm about to do a honeysuckle echinacea mixture. It's going to be really great for the immune system. If you haven't tried that, I'm sure that'll be in the apothecary soon enough. But yeah, just because you ignore the truth doesn't mean the truth is going to go away. That's not how truth works, okay? Right now, because my spirit guides are literally like up, they're not up in arms. They said they're up and armed, okay? So they are like really present, really, they're talking. Happy dark moon. If you're a shadow walker like myself, shadow born, what's up, gang, gang, gang? And then of course, we pop into the new moon in a couple hours. Will be new moon about 4 p.m. my time. New moon in Taurus will hit. So we're just in that liminal space, which is exactly my realm to rule. I can't, they really want me to remind everybody, like, if you know Christian scriptures or the Bible, the whole Testament is about what happens when somebody offends somebody else's spirit team or somebody's God. That's the Old Testament. You get bloodline. They tell you what the bloodlines are, so you get that something about something is associated with bloodlines. But then when you start digging into what it is, especially if you have the Apocrypha, the Sefer, the Ethiopian Bible, any of those texts that expand the historical telling, what you read is that he said it in the New Testament, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, okay? The Old Testament is telling you what it looks like when people offend somebody else's spirit team. And then Y'all know the books of the prophets. Y'all know what that was about. This God said, they said, what? Send my prophet to tell them this. And that God said, who? Send my prophet to tell. I mean, and we want to be like, oh, that was the Bible. It was the Old Testament. Baby, I grew up Judeo-Christian. In my dad's house, we was Jewish. In my mom's house, we was Christian. I went to synagogue and church. Okay? I am here to tell you in 2026, the gods are alive and well, and they still have prophets battling each other. Most of the spiritual warfare is between the gods, but using their humans as proxies. Marinate on that for a second. And it matters what you believe, and it matters who you believe in. A lot of people out here, y'all don't even believe in your God. You believe in the God of the people who conquered your people. That's what happened back then. Did you go to school? Do you know history? Rome was brilliant and strategic in how they did things. See, when Rome came and took over, you could keep your beliefs. You just had to pay taxes to Caesar. But Rome was kind of the only empire that did that. Everybody else, once they conquered your people, you had to assimilate to their belief system. You had to. So again, my friends, you need to check. And like I said to somebody the other day, go find your God. And they're like, well, wait a minute. There's only one God. No, There's several gods, several thousands of them, okay? Find your God, because that's the one that's going to ride for you. If you are here praying to a God that don't even claim you, you're not going to see no results. Anything else y'all want to say about that? Okay. Ancestors, archangels, ascended masters, and those who walk with me every day, thank you for protecting me as I channel messages for this tribe. Thank you for showing me what I need to see and telling me what I need to know so I can support the tribe as we live, learn, thrive, and grow. As above, so below, and so it is because it is so. Can y'all hear the wind kicking up behind me? I'm an ancient primordial, so hold on, that whole crystal flew over. Hold on. All right, we had to get the crystal up. We got the black tourmaline holding the phone down, and the wind's just gonna go because that's part of what I'm sharing. Like, as an ancient primordial, I associate with many gods, many deities. My personal team involves the elements. That's how ancient I am, okay? Just so you know. And for those of you who wonder, I didn't name myself the Shadow Queen. I don't name myself. I have several names, but they all come from the other side, okay? And that is a part of what has offended my spirit team. People calling me outside my name, the name that they gave me. I know who I am. I know who I ride with. And I've said, if you've been with me for instance, you know, my people some hitters. So what I'm going to say is this. Be very careful how you talk to people. You don't know who's connected to their ancestral. You don't know people. Don't be out here talking smack thinking somebody in front of you is a regular schmegular. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, listen, little story time with Neff, okay? So years ago, I was dating this guy, and he was cool, and he was a believer in Yahweh, okay? I love Yahweh. Yahweh's my brother, okay? So we were talking, and he's like, so you're a goddess? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, so do you believe there's no other goddess above you? And I was like, no, don't be stupid. The fuck? What are you talking about? That's weird. Where'd you get that from? He goes, oh, well, I'm a follower of Yahweh. I said, oh, okay. So you know Yahweh's rules. Okay, cool. So now, okay, what? He's like, well, okay, go ahead. He's like, well, then, Yahweh's not your God? I said, no, Yahweh's not my God. Yahweh's my brother. Yeshua's my brother. Confused. He's like, well, I said, well, first of all, we not the same person. We don't have the same bloodline. We don't have the same ancestors. We're not from the same place. Me trying to call on your God, act like it's mine, it's never going to work. It's never going to work. That's how I found out Yahweh was my brother. I was like, oh, well, maybe everyone's talking about Yahweh. Y'all was like, nah, kid, we ain't even like that. You guys, when you get to a certain point, when I got to a certain point on my path, I just went to the deities and said what it is, and they let me know their relationship to me. Like, oh, okay. There are some deities that are so old, but they swear to God I'm older than them. They be like, no, you older than me. And I'm like, okay, because you've been around for a while. Like, yeah, you've been around longer. Can you get that? So when I say go find your God, go. I'm just going to let the wind confirm everything I'm saying. Go find your God. Find the God that's associated with your blood. Don't be out here praying to something that's not listening to you and then be like, oh, God isn't real. What? Oh my gosh. And that's what's happened to a lot. That's why we have agnostics and atheists, okay? Because their blood is not related to the God that they were taught to pray to at all. So they've been out there praying, lighting candles on their knees, whatever the hell they do, and ain't shit fucking happening. And they're like, oh, God ain't real. God didn't answer me. It wasn't your God. There's more than one God. Yahweh is a God that wants to be worshipped in totality by his people. Yahweh don't mess with nobody else. Have you not read the Old Testament or the Torah? Yahweh made it very clear to his people, go over there in their land. Don't do what they doing. Don't marry their people. You gonna go usurp their land because I told you to, and I do that. But you still gonna do what I want you to do, but you gonna do it over there. That's what the Old Testament is. Yahweh didn't send his children into the different lands of the neighboring kingdoms around them and then say, okay, make them all like you. That's not what Yahweh did. Y'all, can you hear my words? That's not what Yahweh did. Yahweh had his children, his people, his followers, his devotees going to different parts of the earth and maintain their connection with him. He didn't invite nobody else into his party. Can you hear what I'm saying yet? He didn't do that. He didn't do that. That's not what Yahweh did, okay? So there's a lot of people out here claiming, I worship this, and you don't know who you worship. You don't know who you lighting candles for. Baby, you need to find out, okay? The other thing y'all need to know, and I said this in the last reading, there's gods and goddesses walking around right now. So some of y'all praying to somebody, a god or a deity that's actually incarnated. Some of y'all lighting candles for a being that's walking the earth at this time. And so you light enough candles, you pray enough prayers, that person's going to show up in your actual life. And you got to be careful. That's what I'm saying. Watch your mouth out here. Because you be done prayed for somebody to come and they poof, pop up in your life. And then you want to sit there and sass talk them. But you pray for them. You ask for them to come into your life to provide a miracle for you, and then they arrive, but because they arrived in human form, something, let's be honest, something you could actually understand, you poo-pooed it. I guarantee you, most of y'all, the vast majority of y'all could not stand to be around me in my true form. You could not stand it, okay? I am not the only embodied deity. There are so many of us walking around. Watch your mouth. And when you think about the people who worship these different deities, the spirits that they believe in, and you think about an actual deity in the flesh, what their spirit team must be like. You guys, if you believe in Yeshua, he was both fully God and fully man. If you believe that, then I want you to ask yourself, what was his spirit team like? Because we know Yeshua had a meditation practice. What was his spirit team like? I'm just out here temperance at the bottom of the deck as we get started. I'm just asking y'all to ask questions and stop being like, oh, you don't even know what you believe in. 4 of elixirs. Let's just get it started here. 4 of elixirs to the 7 of elixirs. Well, somebody trying to keep a lie in place. I don't know why they would, but I guess it's a lie that was working for him. Let's go. The Knight of Coins. Because somebody doesn't feel like it's time. Somebody trying to keep a lie in place because they're not ready for something. What the hell is this? 10 of coins, Lord Jesus. Somebody's waiting for something. It's like, that's 4 cards, but there's a whole story. Somebody's waiting for. I'm gonna find out who this is too. 4 of elixirs, 7 of elixirs, 9 of coins, 10 of coins. This is like, somebody's not ready for something, so they're trying to delay it. Trying to put stuff off, trying to put something off. But this is trying to put off the truth being seen. What did I say at the beginning? Just because you ignore the truth, don't make it go away. See? The wind gonna keep. Who's out here ignoring the truth? And the 9 of rods. Who? Somebody worried out their ever-loving mind. This is somebody who's super materialistic. All they think about is money. They think only money matters. That's why it's taking them so long to get to this 10 of coins. Who is this? A king of coins with the devil. What are truckers? Y'all see this? I told this somebody who, like, they feel like all they have to give is material. Let me get another crystal out. They do. That's what I said. They haven't really, and I'm not going to say they haven't done any work, but they have not really done a lot of inner work. So they feel like all they can offer is material, and they don't have the material, they don't have the level of material that they want to offer, so they're trying to keep something kind of status quo or where it is. This motherfucker beating the street every day. What you talking about? This is somebody trying to make shit shake. Page of elixirs, because they want to bring an offer in. They trying to make shit shake. I'm not mad about it. I mean, listen, be on your hustle, be on your grind. I'm an Aries. Be on your hustle, be on your grind. But I really, just reading between the cards here, there's also an opportunity for this person to do some work. You guys, I'm gonna have to pause and rearrange myself because the sun is popping right now. I can't see y'all, and I'm not sure if y'all can see me, so hold on. This is marginally better. I can see you a little bit more, but there's so much glare over my shoulder. I don't know. Let's try one more time. Okay, let's see if this, I see y'all a little bit better. I'm not, okay, this might work. Solar water in the background, you already know. The sun is real. And you see I got my hat on because the sun is so, I was like, I'm not going to die out here today, not today. Hangman. Oh Lord, somebody's about to give up. But what direction they're gonna go in? Let's find out. Because at this point they can give up and say, you know, fuck it, 2 tears in the bucket, I'm not gonna make it, I'm not worthy. Or they can say, hold on a moment, let me stop chasing the material part and work on this inner part. Let's find out what happens to this King of Kerns. King of Kerns out here. Okay, 8 of coins. Now, this person, I don't know. That's an interesting direction. That's interesting because it's like I'm in this person's mind. Give me the 8 of coins to the Page of elixirs here. What is this? Dang, 6 of coins and the lovers. Damn. So what I'm hearing is this person doesn't feel like they will ever find another person like you. And literally that part of the Adele song is coming through. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. Like they don't feel like they're going to find somebody like you. Like this is not. It's like they feel like they already found the best of the best. So all there is for them to do now is work their fucking ass off to keep it. That's what this is. Y'all know what to do. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. You know if it's your reading or not, okay? We grown over here. Be grown now. Be grown. I don't think for you. That's not what I do. I hate a cup. So they worried about what this is right here. This person is low-key scared. It's like how it's coming through. It's like they're scared of losing the best thing that's ever happened to them. It's almost like this person doesn't feel like they are going to be able to do enough inner work fast enough. So what they're counting on is bringing enough material resources in fast enough. Can you get what I'm saying about that? Like, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna be able to. I'm hearing compete on that level, but I can compete over here. Child, this is wild. What else? Nine of Elixirs. Coming out on this Lovers. Oh, I'm trying to tell you, this person said there is nobody else for them. Nobody else. This it. And now they're literally going to do everything they can to have this work. This person also feels like they waited a long time to be in this situation. Like it's giving like you. Like imagine meeting the person of your dreams, but you are not where you want to be physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, like none of it. You're just not where you want to be. But you are clear, this is the person of your dreams. And so you take inventory. Like this person took inventory, 8 of Pentacles. They took stock. Okay, like, okay, I got this, I got this, I got this. I can do this, this, or this. And what they've come up with is they're going to have to hustle. Now, we saw the Hangman before, and I feel like that the reason it was at the bottom of the deck, now we got the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Yo. I feel like the reason the Hangman was at the bottom of the deck is because there's something for this person to surrender. And it's not that it's not appropriate for them to work hard. It's not that it's not appropriate for them to be like, okay, whatever it takes, that's fine. But we're still doing this at the cost of some inner work. We're still doing this instead of surrendering to the divine. Instead of the Hangman, we still got the Devil out here as our major arcana holding this down. Okay. Now the Devil is literally the opposite energy of the Lovers. You can't, come on. 2 of Rods. I mean, they're focused. Focused, determined. They're trying to get locked in. But it's challenging because there's a 7 of Elixirs out here. You can't lock in on an illusion. And you can't lock in if you're not certain. You can only lock in once you are clear about it. Like when you're clear about a path forward, that's when you lock in. Other than that, what are you locking into? And how you hold it on? I'm just asking questions out here. That's all I'm doing. Literally just a messenger. High Priestess. And that's what they're worried about. They're worried that you can see through the illusion that they've been keeping up. Ignoring the truth doesn't make it go away. This is interesting though. there's some, it's wild. It's like this person, their intentions are good, but the way they're going about it is clear that there's knowledge that they don't have, because they're still coming out, they're operating out of this devil energy, out of this fear-based energy, right? They want love, but they're approaching it from a place of fear. Five of Elixirs. I mean, they really don't want to lose. Six of Elixirs. See, they feel like they would be missing out on something that's real. I don't have to tell y'all, like I said, we grown. I don't have to tell y'all what it is out here in the dating world, the dating scene. This person said they found their forever. They're not trying to let it go. Y'all know ain't nothing outside. That's why I'll be out here talking to my tomato plants. You're doing great, by the way. Doing real good. The sweet mint is good. The basil still hasn't really popped yet, but that's okay. The dill's a little slow to bolt, but you know, dill takes a moment because it goes deep and then it comes up. That's okay now. I have so much more Queen Anne's lace to harvest. Let's keep going. This is an Ace of Blades with the Temperance. Oof. Oof. I'm trying to make sure y'all can see the words, but since I can't see y'all that great, I can't tell if y'all can see. Oof. Yeah. It's something about it. You occur for this person not just as like their wish fulfillment, but you occur for this person almost as like you have this connection to the higher realms that they feel like brings a certain amount of clarity and balance to them. And I think that's what I'm picking up on. It's like this person is like, okay, I'm not going to be able to match that level of clarity that you got, but I can bring the money. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But what there has to be is truth. See, starting off with the 4 of Elixirs to the 7 of Elixirs, that's a no-go. You can't help but end up with the devil like that. That's a no-go. If it's supposed to be a situation where somebody's and this is not unheard of. You know, if this is like the High Priestess here with the King of Coins, okay, fine. But it's the King of Coins surrendered to that the High Priestess is charting the course. You see what I'm saying? And this is the King of Coins sitting next to the devil. So right now, this is the King of Coins who's going to try to tell the High Priestess which way to go. You can't do that. The High Priestess is a High Priestess. The only way this type of situation can work is if the King of Coins says, oh, the High Priestess sets the direction and I provide the motion. That's it. There isn't another way for this to work. Told you, that's what that hangman was at the bottom of the deck. What's this? 8 of Elixirs. Shoot. Somebody's leaving. Because I keep thinking... somebody's leaving. That's why there's a sense of urgency, sense of timing. Like I said, something is taking longer than they wanted it to. But they don't. This King of Coins, something about it. This King of Coins is waiting on some type of money, some type of payout, but it's taking time because they're attached to fear. This is not what the King of Coins wants. It's just what they know. Because I'm watching the scene play out, and it's like the King of Coins gets this payout, and they come put a bunch of coins at the feet of the High Priestess. But the High Priestess is a High Priestess. The High Priestess isn't moved by coins, which is one of the things that the King of Coins loves about the High Priestess. They're not moved by coins. Can you get that? If you're a king of coins, you're used to people wanting you for your coins. Makes sense, right? Well, this high priestess is not on that type time. They're a high priestess. So this king of coins is definitely feeling, that's why the king of coins feels balanced and clear in the presence of the high priestess. They're not, they don't, when this king of coins is around this high priestess, they don't have to worry about, is this high priestess, like there's a burden that gets taken off. They feel a sense of peace and ease around this high priestess. So they want to keep the high priestess around. But the only way they know to do it is with a pile of coins. But the king of coins historically hates being wanted for his coins. Ain't this some shit? Child Tarot be on it. What else is going on out here? Two of elixirs. We're gonna wait for you. You're right, I didn't say hi. Hi. How you doing? You got my attention. Yeah, I love you too. The wind is who's spilling the tea. It's the wind telling this story. Oh my gosh. Okay, this Two of Cups. You gotta let me tell the story. You telling me? Oh, thank you. Four of Rods. That's a whole ass marriage. With the Hierophant, it would be a marriage. Okay, right now this is a committed relationship where a domicile is shared. With the Two of Cups, Four of Rods. How's that? How that? Okay, Hierophant's not out here, so we're gonna call it a marriage, but it's real damn close. Okay, it would look like a marriage from the outside, but what would be missing is the paperwork until the Hierophant show up. Okay. Somebody said, "Child, what it look like?" I don't know what it. I don't know what this looked like for real. Lord have mercy. That's what this is about. Lord have mercy. Y'all, you notice it's a lot of coins and a lot of elixirs out here. Queen of elixirs. Damn. Yeah. We got a psychic feminine energy that's sweet and nurturing. I heard sweet, soft, and nurturing. We have a masculine energy that's about that money. And he trying to get some money so he can keep this Queen of Elixirs out here. But he don't just want to keep her. He wants to like put her up. Right? The Four of Rods out here. He wants to like put her up. He really does want to finance whatever this High Priestess Queen of Elixirs has going on. And it's tough though, coming from Devil energy. Let's see if we can get a death card out here. Any type of transformation. Shit. Five of Blades. Right now we just struggling. Right now somebody's just stressed the fuck out. Okay? Ten of Elixirs. Child, this man can't see nothing but this Queen of Elixirs. Are you kidding me? I'm saying it. I mean, daytime. Just when they're awake, when they're asleep. Like it's no. Ain't no rest. Wow. And Towers at the bottom of the deck. Alright, come on, let's get. How many cards? Is that too many? I don't want to take too many. Okay, no, we're gonna take it. Ten of Rods. And the. Nope, that is 3 cards. Okay, we still gonna take it. And the Star. Here's your Ten of Rods. Look at the sun. Gotta be a part of it. The Star. Sun is a star, by the way. And the Two of Blades. Look. This has consumed this King of Coins. Consumed. They're consumed with this. I'm telling you, it's how the reading started. It's like they feel like they're racing against the clock. It's like something took too long. I'm gonna tell you, I don't think something took too long. I think the reason this 10 of coins has been delayed for this King of Coins was to give them an opportunity to work on themselves instead of relying on an old past way of doing things, which is like, here's the money, right? Because you can have money, but if you can't actually show up and connect with, because we got a King of Coins and a Queen of Elixirs. Stressed out. Stressed and pressed. Because they didn't, it's like they didn't use the time, this delayed time, to actually connect with the Queen of Elixirs. Because they would be coming out as a King of Elixirs at this point. Like they would have established some type of intimacy, but they didn't. What? We don't do reversal. What? Let me see. Make sure my cards are upright. Because that was like, what? Alright. Transmitting energy. I'm like, we gotta change something up. 4 coins. This man is not trying to let this woman go nowhere. I'm trying to tell you. Tribe, I don't know who you are. I don't know who is watching. I don't know who is gonna, but just know I know we're on 2 different timings. He know it's not the same. That's okay. He's still not willing to let this go. 3 rods at the bottom of the deck. No, this man is convinced if he can just get this payout, get this money, get this check, you know what I'm saying? It'll be all right. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't. Let me just read. Let me just read the cards. I was gonna say that I'm not getting paid for this, but let me just do it. Let me just do my job. What are you doing? Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Okay, now we might be getting somewhere. Let's see what's about to happen after this wheel comes out. The Ace of Elixirs. Okay, I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's see. You coming or going? Going. 2 of you. 10 of Blades and the 4 of Blades. So after the wheel turns, there's an end. Some type of rest. Oh, hold on, y'all. I'm losing herbs. Okay. Okay, what's up? What's up with this 10 of Blades, 4 of Blades? And then let's go. King of Elixirs. There we are. To a Queen of Rods. Oh, Lord, what? To a King of Rods. What the hell? Y'all, what is it? What is this now? To 8 of Rods. What is this now? What? Huh? Hold on. What? Because now we got matches. So the wheel turns. How did this wheel turn now? The King of Coins not letting go. A new cycle begins, but it's the end What is this? Because somebody is not who they appear to be. Somebody's not who they appear to be. Something is coming in that's going to, and it's with the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Rods right here. What's this Queen of Rods doing? What's this King of Rods doing? Ah, okay. So there's another energy here that's about to profess their love to this feminine energy, and that's what's going to change everything. Holy shit. And whoever this, I'm not gonna lie, whatever energy this is coming in, it seems more of a match. Okay. Okay, what else? Because that's a turn of events. Like, that's a Wheel of Fortune. God bless America. The Tower coming after the Eight of Wands, or Eight of Rods, this is this right here. I remember Johnny Carson, this is wild and wacky shit. This is crazy. I mean, it's good, but not for everybody. Everybody not gonna celebrate this. Dang, somebody did. Somebody waited too long, man. Dang. Dang. I'm reluctant to say it, but it's true. The King of Coins was so comfortable in their own element. Y'all get it? King of Coins, the devil. The devil is Capricorn. King of Coins, Earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Hello. They were so comfortable in their element, so unwilling to get out of their element. Wheel of Fortune and Ten of Blades. I mean, there's a whole, I'm surprised the World card not out here, but there's a whole cycle that's complete. And something gets put to, like, what the hell? What's under, damn. Shit. Okay. There's a lot here, okay? But, damn. Ooh, this was like, I'm not, y'all, this, I don't know, I'm gonna have to do another reading. I'm not gonna lie. I can't, this too much right here. It's too much to try to, it's coming faster than I can say it out of my mouth, okay? There, it's like there was a time limit. Y'all know how we need motherfuckers to have term limits and they don't? There was a time limit, and there should be. And this King of Coins went, their time is up. Now somebody else is coming in. Put it like this. You got ancestors, whatever you got, looking out for you. They said, We only gonna give people so long to treat you a certain way. That's what I started. I started off with saying somebody disrespected my spirit team. Now I see why. Okay, so look, this is it. Listen carefully. This King of Coins had so long to show up a certain way, and they didn't. They maintained the same energy. They kept that same energy they was in. They did not shift. They didn't change. Now the wheel has turned. 10 of Blades, we did that. Now we got all new energies coming in. They are absolutely prepared to treat you a certain way. The next person to understand the assignment, that's why King of Elixirs, Queen of Rods, King of Rods came out like this. They understand the assignment with the 8 of Rods and the Tower, and they gonna move fast. They're not, see, this King of Coins is in the 9 of Coins. No, no, no. New energy coming in, we moving. Quick, fast, in a hurry. Because they understand the assignment. The next crew list, the new person understand they're on a time limit. Ciao. Ciao. The Sun, the Magician, and the Knight of Rods. What am I telling you? What, you hear what I'm saying? Did this new person understand the assignment? They said, okay, so I'm going to have access to a feminine energy that is like top tier, directly connected to source. They psychic, and I just gotta love them properly and treat them with respect. That's what you asking for? Oh hell, I can do that. Something. Here's what's so great. This is what this feminine energy has been manifesting, and she hasn't been manifesting it alone. She has not. This is a co-creation with the universe, the divine, whatever you want to say. That's why there's a time limit on this. There was a time limit. Damn. Child. Knight of Rods. When I tell you, somebody's feelings about to be hurt. Every last single, this person about to have feelings hurt. They didn't know. This person about to feel hurt in places they didn't know they had feelings. You understand what I'm saying? You know how I know, like sometimes, because I'm experienced. Sometimes you work out and the next day you're like, dang, I didn't know I had a muscle right there. This person about to wake up and go, oh my God, I didn't know I had a feeling right there, and it hurts. Let's get out of here. Give me final messages. Let me go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 3 of Blades. Damn, y'all. Damn, y'all. On the Tower and the Sun. Woo-hoo. Just because you ignore the truth don't make it go away. I'm telling you, it's given this King of Coins was trying to ignore the truth about this feminine energy, thinking it's going, I'll acknowledge it when I'm ready. I'll let this person know who they are for me when I'm ready. And I'll be ready when I got a pocket full of money. The universe said, not today. Not never. It's never on your time. It's always on divine time. Clock it. Final messages. Somebody is brokenhearted because they about to lose a blessing, and they know it. They know it. They know it. They could not get out of this old way of being. They couldn't move past this, but this is how I do things, and money, if I have enough money, that'll do it. I just guess somebody used to dealing with gold diggers. I guess that's the only thing that makes sense. Child, no. And if you think about it, that's the breakdown. Somebody used to dealing with gold diggers, so they're going to treat a psychic like they're a gold digger. They're going to treat and the universe done snatched it. I'm telling you, it's like the universe said, give me my kid back. You don't know how to treat my kid. You don't know how to do this. You don't know how to do this. Sun and Magician. I'm going to show you how to do this. So now the universe is going to bring somebody in that knows how to treat their child. And the King of Coins is going to have to watch. What? Why is it still at the bottom of the deck, though? Lord Jesus. It's not, I mean, this. Somebody is not going to go gently into that good night. They are not going to go gently into that good night. They said, I'm a fighter. I bet. Child, this is going to be not a Chariot. With the Fool, I'm ending it right there. I cannot. Y'all, I can't. Because this person going to be shadow boxing. They're going to be fighting with nobody. Five of Blades, the Chariot, and the Fool. This is somebody trying to stop divine direction, divine flow. It'll never happen. Not with the Chariot and the Fool riding side by side. It'll never happen. Let this be a lesson for everybody. When you don't know how much time you have. You need to be about your business on the daily. Don't get caught slipping like this. And I mean that. Whoever this King of Coins is, I'm sorry for you. You got caught slipping. I'm sorry for you. But the universe ain't having none of it. Because this is a high priestess. This is somebody who's employed by the universe. So the universe isn't going to let a high priestess sit in stagnation while somebody decide whether or not they want to get their shit together. The fuck? No. Because the universe don't work for the King of Coins. The King of Coins is with the devil. Wake the fuck up. Now tap in. What the hell is that? What did my mom say? If they were thinking, they wouldn't have thought that. Leaving it here. This has been your reading. I hope it brought you clarity and confirmation. If you haven't already, hit that like button. If it resonates, drop me a black heart in the comments and let me know how it goes. And if you haven't already, turn on your post notifications so the next time I drop a read, it will show up in your feed. Time is a construct. Made that shit up. That means the reading is timeless. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind for the next person. And between now and the next time I drop a reading, trust your path, your process, and your purpose. Peace.